Imagine being an emperor, but having no empire. That was the tragic story of Shah Alam II, a man who held the title of Mughal emperor for a staggering 46 years, yet presided over the spectacular collapse of his own dynasty. So, how did this happen? Let's dive into the long, dramatic reign of the emperor who watched his world crumble. When Shah Alam II, originally named Ali Gor, ascended the throne in 1760, the Mughal Empire was already a shadow of its former glory. The legendary power of Akbar and Shah Jahan was long gone. India was a chaotic patchwork of competing powers. Powerful nobles, the formidable Maratha Confederacy, and ambitious regional rulers had carved up the subcontinent, leaving the emperor with little more than the city of Delhi. From day one, Shah Alam's reign was a constant struggle for survival. He wasn't ruling from a grand, secure capital. He was practically an emperor on the run, constantly moving his court, and fighting desperate battles just to claim some semblance of authority. He had the title, but not the territory or the army to back it up. Then came the moment that sealed his fate. The Battle of Buxar in 1764. This was unjust a defeat. It was a complete catastrophe. Shah Alam II, allied with the Nawab of Awadh and the Nawab of Bengal, faced the disciplined and technologically superior forces of the British East India Company. The result was a decisive victory for the British, and it changed the course of Indian history forever. After Buxar, Shah Alam II was forced to sign the Treaty of Allahabad. This treaty effectively made him a pensioner of the British. He granted them the right to collect taxes from Bengal, Bihar, and to receive the richest provinces of the empire. In return, he received a payment and was allowed to live in Allahabad. Under British protection, he was an emperor in name, but a puppet in reality. The real power now lay with a foreign trading company. Think about that for a second. The descendant of the great Mughals, who once commanded one of the world's mightiest empires, was now living on a stipend from British merchants. He eventually returned to Delhi, but his authority was purely symbolic, while he sat on a jewel-encrusted throne. The real decisions shaping India's destiny were being made in boardrooms in Calcutta and London. The once mighty Mughal court was reduced to a stage 4 elaborate ceremonies, a performance of power with no actual power behind it. Even in this weakened state, Shah Alam II didn't completely give up. He understood the importance of culture and legacy. He couldn't win wars, but he could preserve the dignity of his lineage. In Delhi, he dedicated himself to patronizing art, poetry, and architecture. He supported scholars, oversaw improvements to the palaces within the Red Fort, and worked tirelessly to keep the rich Mughal heritage alive. He was a custodian of a fading culture, trying to hold on to the last threads of a glorious past. His court, though politically powerless, remained a vibrant center for the arts. Shah Alam II's 46-year reign is a paradox. It was one of the longest in Mughal history, yet it's remembered as the period when the empire truly died. He was respected in ceremonies. His name was stamped on coins, but he couldn't command an army or protect his people from the growing influence of foreign powers. His life was a constant negotiation between the grandeur of his title and the grim reality of his powerlessness. When Shah Alam II passed away in 1806, he left behind a throne that was purely ceremonial. He had managed to keep the dynasty alive on paper, but the substance of the empire was gone. His reign set the stage for the final, tragic act of the Mughal story, which would play out with his son and grandson, the last two emperors. His is a poignant tale of an emperor who ruled during a storm, a symbol of a bygone era, clinging to the remnants of a legacy as a new power rose to dominate India. Thanks for watching. If you found this slice of history fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the past. See you in the next video.